Hi and welcome back to my channel. It's nice to see you guys here again. Sorry I've been away for a few days. I've been on a metal festival in Copenhagen for the last 4 days and it's been amazing. Slipknot and everything, and it was so cool. But never mind. Let's keep going with Wolcen. There's a big news coming out here because in just 2 days, this big content patch is hitting us, and we are able to play through the whole Act 1. So let's talk about what you can expect from this. So keep on watching. By the way, guys, remember to watch all the way to the end of the video. We will be watching the trailer together here for this content patch. Let's rock! Okay, so let's talk a little bit about this new content that are coming out. The patch is called The Children of Hemlock, and is going to contain a whole lot of changes to the beta version as of right now. So as you can see here, I'm on the Wolcen website, and I went to the forums, and here at the side you can click official news and you can find this new tab here with all the details, because there's quite a lot of stuff to be covering. But let's start off here with some of the biggest things. You know, the story mode is going to be added to the game, and Act 1 is available, including cutscenes, dynamic scenes, and English voice over. So this is a completely new Wolcen we are going to see here, and it's going to be so exciting to play through this game, and now with the voiceover and everything added to it. So I think it's really amazing, and I can't wait to dive into this in just 2 days, guys. It's amazing. So all characters and stats have been wiped for this content patch, and I think that's okay, because you know you don't want to go into new content with having all the gear and having everything right. If you've been playing through the beta, you will have quite a lot of gear and already stuff like that. So I think it's pretty fair that everything is wiped up for this beginning of this new chapter of Wolcen. So yeah, as you can see here, all nodes from the Gate of Fates have been reviewed and clarified. 117 nodes have been added to the Gate of Fates. This is the passive skill 3, by the way. All skills now have 8 modifiers instead of 4 modifiers, 8 new unique items, added 19 new creatures variations. You can now discover every environment of Act 1, and I think this is amazing because you know, you get the feel of like you can go wherever you want and you can do some stuff. So I think it's going to be very fun to see how it's going to work out with the Act 1. As I spoke on earlier in my last news update, there is a map with 19 points to discover in Act 1 only, so it's going to be quite big, and I like that a lot. So new tutorials have been added, a new balancing pass have been done, and that's you know, I don't know into details really what this is about, but it must be like something with numbers. I mean, to be balancing out some skills. I mean, Blitz Edge was Bleeding Edge was pretty strong here, because yeah, they had definitely nerfed that now, so you won't be able to do that insane Bleeding Edge build anymore, which is great. So yeah, let's carry on here. We have a whole lot of changes to the user interface, but mainly you got dialogues between characters and NPCs, and there's a lot of changes to the menu. You got a completely new main menu, and there are a ton of changes here. A lot of these things are also you know, fixes for different kind of crashes and stuff like that. I know there's a change for when you you know, change your gear and stuff. Your it would freeze the the inventory page. So this has been fixed, and now you can see here you can now skip cutscenes by holding the space bar. The Soldier of Fortune introduction cutscene have been removed. An overlay effect now indicates that a portal is interactive, so you can now hover over the portal and you can see, okay, I can actually go into this portal. So this is a nice fix as well. And I'm also excited about this one. Improved overall performance both on the client and server side. So I think this is amazing, because there was quite a bit of problems with this, especially when I've been streaming a couple of times, and I actually have these problems live when I was streaming. So I hope it's going to be better now, and hopefully we can get to the stream once this patch comes up right in 2 days. So yeah, there's a lot of new enemy types. Ghosts, player and AI are now able to move through ghosts. I think it's pretty cool as well. So there's a lot of small fixes, and I mean, if you want to read everything, you should definitely head out to the wolcengame.com site and go to the forums and, you know, read all these, because I don't want to get the video too long, and in the end of the video I will actually display the content patch trailer as well. So stick around for that. That's going to be pretty damn cool. So we got some new environments here. Green Bluffs, a forest environment, Coast of Rex environment, and the Fire Caves environment in the Swear Cave network. So all Act 1 environments have been improved for narrative purposes. Destroyable objects can now be more clearly identified. There's a whole lot of cool stuff in here. Improved server stability here on the network side, and a lot of fixes. So on the audio, there's been a lot of updating, you know, with the characters and the voiceovers here, and I really think you know, everything that I've seen so far have been really high quality, so I would expect that to be pretty high quality. And you can see additional music have been added to serve the story. So it's going to be cool, man. And new sounds when using the pistols, and weapon medium packs now are tighter and thicker sounding, and unique sounds for when you're using daggers and stuff like this. So it's going to be awesome, man. And this one is pretty cool. Added Demons of Souls Cage attack warning sound. Oh man, you know, I've been killed by the Souls Cage a lot of times because there was no really no warning. So once the Demons of Souls he disappeared, you just had to like run like hell and just keep running. You couldn't really avoid it without running. So this is some pretty cool stuff. And you know, to the gameplay, there's just so much that are new here, and there's improvement to the ailment system, and I'm not going to go into that right now because I want to actually play around with this, because then I would know much more about that. So I will leave that to you guys to be read through. The Act map has been revamped, as I talked about earlier here, and the basic staff projectile explosion has been decreased to fix some willpower regeneration, and the health regeneration now takes every second instead of 3 seconds. So yeah, most of distribution have been reworked. There's also changes of when the monsters are following you. That's been fixed as well, and they don't get stuck, and they can't throw you into things so you get stuck. So there's a lot of fixes here that's coming into the game to make it a better experience for everybody. So that is now cool, and chests now grant more loots. That is great. Now, monsters, Frost Tormentor now gives loot as well. Thank you for that one. 90 new monsters and modifiers in wildlings, wallbreakers, swears, noxious swarmling. Oh, there's a lot of, swears are really big in the story here, I think. Cult of the Sleeper, Lost Soul, Cultist of the Sleeper, Fanatic of the Sleeper. So, yeah, we have this whole new infantry Alesta boss I take, and you can see here on the open side Grizzly Bear, Arenas, Alba Arenas, Crystals. This is not something that we have seen so far, so I'm going to be. I think it's really exciting to explore all this now. You may now encounter named monsters. So there are named special monsters in the world as well, and probably granting some better loots. Adding 12 new named boss fights, including a final act boss fight with 3 phases. This is just amazing. 12 boss fights and a final act boss with 3 phases. So really cool, really cool. I can't wait to dive into that. And something I hear about the items, a new play character has new starting gear, which is great, I think. Adding new unique items, Frayed Combat Cleats, Bracer of the Ancients, Veiled Eclipse. This could possibly be a weapon. Morbid Retribution, Genesis, and I know this is a hit item. Braces and boots, I think. We got Agony, Mark of the Black Staff, and Soul's Bane. So I think we're going to see 4 pieces of armor and 4 different kind of weapons that are being added to the game. So pretty nice, right? Now let's check it out here. Fixed gem stats reroll. Oh man, yeah, that's nice. Fixed an issue causing loot drops to appear near a manhole cover in Zone 4. Okay. Offhand weapons now has a visual. I know about that one. That was cool. Okay. So now we get a lot of modifiers. Now we have 8 active modifiers per skill instead of 4. And if you take a look at the gate fates here, let's see if I can just zoom in a little bit. You can see that there's a whole lot of new nodes to dive into, and I can't wait to do that. I've been doing a lot of builds, and I'm going to be doing a lot of new builds in the future, so keep on watching and subscribe if you want to catch up on those. 170 new nodes. Ring 1 tiles have been increased from 15 to 24 nodes, and remember, we're going to have a lot of new points to spend here, so don't worry about that one. A gameplay description field a bit added. There's a lot more detail to this whole thing and how to be using it. So yeah, we're going to be doing videos about this as well. First ring mages, you can see here on the central side, because plus 40% attack speed score, plus 40% spellcasting speed score, gain 3 stamina points when at low health. This ability has a cooldown. I'm not sure if this actually should be a major one, but yeah, I guess movement is pretty essential when you're playing with the Sentinel here. 50% dodge chance after taking a hit. Wow, survivability here. Yeah, well, let's go ahead and skip some of this because the video is going to be too long, I think. But there are just so many changes. I can really understand why the Wolcen team have been so busy as they have. But if you want to read everything here, I suggest you would head to the forums, okay, and check it out. There's a whole bunch of cool things to go through here, and I think that a lot of all these changes are really, coming down to what a lot of the community members have been coming back and said to the Wolcen team. You need to take a look at this and improve on this, and they have done a amazing job, and I can't wait to dive into this content. But without further ado now, guys, we are going to be watching the trailer to this patch. So keep on rocking, guys.
Achieved with CryEngine.
These tricks, powers of yours, how did they manifest?
I assure you, I didn't bargain with demons.
Inquisitors know better than to believe words.
What of Edric? What will you do with Valeria? She was just evading Mayla's frenzy.
Let's make this very clear. You will do as I command. Be at peace, for soon you shall be no more.
I should never have come here.
You saw the apparitions, didn't you?
Soul magic.
Your path isn't theirs, not anymore.
He's possessed by a demon.
Here they come! Unleash the storm now!
Free yourself from the gift. You owe them nothing.
There is no giving up on family.
Thank you guys for watching. See you in 2 days.